Hi, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. I just decided to pop on. I do want to share something with you. So, my good friend Allie, my partner for Circle of Friends Tarot, sent me this lovely box for Christmas filled with all kinds of goodies. I received it this afternoon. I am so appreciative and so grateful. And I wanted to say a huge thank you to her. It was an extraordinary gift, and I am just, my heart is full. So thank you kindly for that. So here we are in the living room. We're all decorated for the season, as you can see all around me. And I thought I'd break out some of these new cards that I received as a gift. Let's have some fun. Let's have a chat. Let's toss some cards, see how everyone's doing, see what's up, what's new, what's going on, what's exciting, all those good things. And yeah, that's where I'm at. So it is Friday evening, December the 9th. It is about 10:30-ish, or just a little shortly after 10:30. And I have disturbed the kitty cats because I have decided to go live in the living room. They were all sleeping all cozy. So there's that. What else do I have to share? Yeah, I'm all by my lonesome. I watched some Christmas movies tonight. Miracle on 34th Street, which is my favorite Christmas movie. Hi, Lise. How are you? Happy Friday, my friend. Welcome to my living room. I'm sitting on the floor. If I look a little funny or a little short or shorter than usual, it's because I'm sitting on the floor. Sitting on the floor, getting my stuff sorted out. So, as I was saying, yeah, so I was watching some Christmas movies. I had some popcorn earlier, which is a no-no. You're not supposed to eat popcorn. Bad for us. But anyhow, I did it and thoroughly enjoyed it while I was watching my Christmas movie. I was listening to some Christmas songs, and I'm just sort of in a good mood and thought, hey, why not? Let's pop on, say hi to my friends, see what you're all up to. Let's have a chat. Let's throw some cards. Hi, Donna. Hello from the future. Well, I thank you for saying hello from the future. How is the future? How does it look? I'm trying to open something and I'm having a difficult time. Oh, I know what I could do. Hi, Allie. I just said to everyone how grateful and appreciative I am for this extraordinary box of goodies that you sent me for Christmas. Thank you so much, my friend. I love you and I appreciate that so very much. I'm actually opening some of them right now. Thank you, my friend. My heart is full. Your generosity is overwhelming, and I love you so much. Hi, M. Steve. Hi, Vivian. Hi, Linda G. How are you? Happy Friday. I am doing fantastic, and this is my living room. I was saying that I was listening to Christmas music earlier. Would you guys like a small tour of the living room since we're here? Let's see, friends, if I don't mess this up. I'm taking my laptop off of the stand. So behind me here is my corner cabinet with all of my lovely things on it. Next to that, you see that is my Santa blanket that says believe, because you know I'm all about the word believe, friends. Okay, so then if we scroll this way, we have the fireplace, right? Sorry, I'm trying to take the thing off the stand and not knock everything over. See what happens when you take me out of my element, out of my office? All right, so here we are. This is the fireplace behind me here. Okay, and now we're going to turn around this way. You're going to peer into the kitchen. Now that over there is some of my mom's Christmas village, which is the Christmas village that I told you that I made. That is from my mom's collection. And the big tree in the center that's lit up is Mark's grandmother's tree, that he inherited when she passed. And then over here, that is Mark's grandparents' China hutch, and it is filled with all kinds of goodies. I repainted it. There's the Christmas tree, and there's the couch, and that's the living room. So that's where we are, folks. We are sitting in the living room, filled with Christmas spirit. I don't know about you all, but I love the magic of the holidays. You know, everyone is just a little bit kinder and a little bit more compassionate and a little bit more understanding. And don't we all need a little bit of that in our lives? There's a Quincy over there getting up on the chair. Oh, thank you, Allie. Hi, Connie. Hi, Bora Bora. I like a cozy room. Makes me feel good. I'm all about the cozies. Oh, friends. I do. My family is my everything, and I feel most at home when I have all of these wonderful things around me that just remind me of so many special and precious moments, especially with my parents both being gone. So the other day, friends, when I was live with Ben, and we heard a giant crash, and I was like, uh-oh, the cats have gotten a hold of the tree and knocked it over, right? It was like day 2 that the tree was up. And I had to leave the live. Excuse me for a moment. I had to leave the live to go and see what the crash was. Look at the size of this thing. It's like the size of a grapefruit. It's a bell. And this was what Quincy picked up, took from the coffee table over to the stairs. Linda G., what an honor. I would be delighted to come to you anytime you wish. Just let me know. That is so kind. What a lovely Christmas gift. Thank you, my friend. So Quincy, the little kitty cat, pulled this over to the stairs, and this is what I heard when he dropped it to the floor, and I was like, oh, I thought my Christmas tree had fallen over. Anywho, speaking of cats, my wonderful friend Allie, look at what she sent me, friends. I love this. We have the Cosmic Cat Wisdom cards, and they're filled with gorgeous portraits of kitty cats and beautiful sayings. I can't wait to break into those. Looks fantastic. Mama Bear's in here. Teresa's in here. Hi, everybody. M. Steve, how is your mother doing? And yes, everyone, please do send some prayers to Allie's brother, who is in hospice and not doing well. Please send. I mean, there's so many people in need right now, and the holidays are not an easy time for everybody. And so we need to send out as much love as we can to everyone that is going through a difficult time. It's not all twinkly lights and, big gatherings and festivities for everyone. So thank you so much, Linda G., for popping in. We'll be in touch. I'd love to come and visit you. I hope you have a wonderful evening with your family. Many blessings to you. Christmas was difficult for me for many years. But as we say oftentimes here, that if we can muster up the strength and the courage to find the joy in the moment, in the present moment, we are able to at least be able to enjoy the present moment. I really think that that's key. And so I'd like to mention, while I have so many people here, that once again this Christmas, I will be live on Christmas Eve, on Christmas Day, and on Boxing Day, which is the 26th. I know that's not a big holiday for the people in the United States, but in Canada, it's a big holiday. And so I will be here all 3 days doing this sort of thing, cards and chat, because I know that many people have a tough time. Some people are alone, or some people don't have the means to travel, or they're still affected by, the remnants of the flu or the pandemic. And so if you're lonely, if you're looking for something to do, or you just want to have some fun in your festivities end early, please do pop in and join me. You'll see the notifications popping up as we get closer to that date. Yeah, so there's that. What else did I want to say? I have so many things going through my mind. Oh, I know what I wanted to show you guys. So I'm sitting here in my living room, and clearly I never get this close to the floor. But here we are, and I noticed this photo album. Okay. This photo album, look at how old this thing is. This thing is as old as I am. And I want to show you a picture, if I can, out of here. I think it's in here anyway. This picture album is like 1960 and 1961, when my parents first got married. And it's not the photo album that I thought it was, but anyhow, this picture on the back. See this picture right here? Can you see that? Hopefully the glare isn't too bad. That's my father when he was a baby, and his mom. My daddy when he was a baby. And so it's lovely to have all of these wonderful things around me, right? Probably at least 98% of my Christmas decor is from my mother. It was something that we always did. We always exchanged Christmas ornaments or decorations with each other. When my grandmother was alive, she loved cats. And of course, you know that I love cats. And so because her birthday was Christmas Day, quite often I would give her a cat in some form or fashion. Cat plates, cat pin for like a brooch, or a cat earrings, or a cat necklace, or one time it was an actual whole like a porcelain or ceramic statue of a ginormous cat that looked just like hers. And so I have many of those things back, and it's just, it just fills you with joy when you get to look around and you see that item, and then you can think about the moment when you last seen it, when you received it, when you gifted it to someone, when you got it back, all the details about the story. And to that point, I learned that in some of my therapy sessions for my grief counseling. And that was if you're feeling sad about a memory or the loss of a person, and you find yourself thinking about them, as many of us do during this holiday period, try to focus in on a story and get as detailed as possible about that moment, that precious memory that you're thinking about, right down to the color of the tie or the color of the dress, and allow yourself to really get sort of in all encompassed in those details, because those details are going to help sort of counteract the sadness, because you will find yourself being focused on those details. And so I just wanted to mention that to you. Oh, yes. Yes, absolutely, Allie. Absolutely. The Christmas music. You know, today I heard my favorite Christmas song from the old days is It's a Marshmallow World by Dean Martin. Don't ask me, friends. I can't explain it. I love the song. And I remember the actual record. I remember the colors on the record itself when it played on the stereo. It was like a yellowy cream sort of beigey color, like a aqua sort of green color, and then sort of like a peachy pink color. And isn't that crazy that I can see it? I can literally see it playing in front of me. And every time I hear that song sung by Dean Martin, it takes me back to my grandparents and watching my grandmother and my grandfather sort of dance around the living room. And I mean, it just fills me with so much joy, right? It's a precious, precious memory. Music has the ability to move us in that kind of direction, I find. Hi, Warrior Girl. Good to see you. Thanks for being here, everybody. Ali says, I love Drummer Boy with Bing Crosby and Bowie, too. Absolutely. Absolutely. I have so many Christmas songs that I love. And here in Toronto, well, I don't live in Toronto, but Toronto has the big radio stations. We have a station that'll play Christmas music like nonstop from December the 1st kind of thing, right? And I make my husband listen to it, and he's like, oh my God, please, can we turn it off? And I'm like, no, we can't. I live for it. I really do. I love it. All right. You can see that Charlotte is running around here, and so is Quincy. I don't know where Austin is. He's decided to hide. Hi, Tammy. Welcome, friends. Okay, so I'm still trying to open this package, and I'm not doing a very good job. Oh, I just spotted something else I can show you guys because I'm in the living room, you see. Excuse me while I scooch away for just 1 second. Oh. Yeah, I'm an old girl. I can't get off the floor. While I'm up, I'm going to go grab a pair of scissors. I'll be right back. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Okay. All right. So, as I said, my grandmother's birthday was Christmas Day. And when I was about 10 or 11, she told a story that her family wasn't well off and that she never had her own birthday party. Christmas and her birthday were always rolled into one. Oh, there's Charlotte. Hi, sweetheart. She's sitting up on her treehouse. That's her perch at the top there. My grandmother was, her mother was French, Canadian, and her parents were divorced when she was about 2, and so she was put into a convent where they only spoke French with her sister, who was 7 years older than her. And she was put in there when she was 2, and they came out when she was 9. Because her mother remarried. She never knew where she was from. She never knew what her origins were or any of her history. And one day she was telling us this. And I decided to trace our family history. It was her 90th birthday when she found out where she actually came from. The great thing about what I did was I did the research, and all of my cousins, some of my aunts, we all helped. We all put this giant thing together for her and presented it to her for her birthday present. And I just spotted it out of the corner of my eye, sitting over here on one of the coffee tables underneath it. This is her book. Look at how thick it is. My mom did all the writing, and we have like the family tree. We have the ship that her father came across from England to Canada on, and it lists his physical attributes when he signed up to the army. How tall he was, what color hair he had, which none of us knew. My grandmother only met her dad one time, and that was when she was 38 years old, which was about 2 months before he passed. She had no memory of him prior to that, which is very sad. Here's a picture, the first picture that starts the book. I'm not going to show you the whole darn book, but oh, it's so heavy, friends. So this is the first picture. Okay. And that is most of the family. Hopefully you guys seen that, because I couldn't see what I was doing there. So that's my aunts, my uncles, my cousins. I want to show you a picture of my grandmother, if I could. When I do find a glorious photo of her. Okay. Here we have some good ones. Okay. Okay. That's not going to work. This book is so big and so cumbersome, it doesn't really suit this kind of show and tell. But there you see right here, right where my finger is, this is myself and my grandmother, and that is my niece who has just been brought home from the hospital, and she's meeting her for the first time. Right? Oh, your mom's birthday is on Christmas too? That's lovely. Christmas is just, I know a lot of people don't celebrate Christmas, but Christmas is, like any holiday or any tradition that you have grown up celebrating or grown up around. If you've had a positive experience with it, it fills you with hope. It fills you with this sense of coziness and togetherness, belonging, acceptance. I don't know about you all, but we had some kind of fun on Christmas. I am telling you, friends, we had some kind of fun. Because my grandmother never had a birthday party, so she had 6 children, right? All girls. And she would go to one of their houses for Christmas dinner. And not always would all of us be there for dinner. But when dinner was over, we would all go to wherever Nana was. And we would take down a few Christmas decorations, throw up birthday decorations, and start all over again. And I can't tell you how many times I left my family's home at like 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., something of that nature. And I thought that was what everyone did. I thought that was completely normal until I grew up and realized that no, not everybody does that. Some people actually go to bed at 8. Some people have a really low-key Christmas. It was quite a shock when I realized that wasn't what everyone did. Here is one of my favorite pictures of my grandmother and I want to share this with you. And this actually was taken at Christmas time. It was a gift from my sister to my grandmother. And we went to see the play Mamma Mia. Okay, now it's in the bottom corner. You'll see me with my Nana. Hopefully you guys can see that. See that there? We had so much fun that night. So much fun. My Nana was a hoot, an absolute hoot. For someone who is very quiet and very reserved, very prim and very proper, she was an absolute hoot, friends. An absolute hoot. Later on that evening, we're having dinner. And this is my mother and her mother, where my mother has just stuck a strawberry in my grandmother's face and filled her face with whipped cream while I snapped a photo, which is, for purposes of fun. Hopefully you can see that okay. Look at the expression on her face. So cute. And so, thank you for allowing me to share that with you. That is a true treat for me because I just sort of spotted that out of the corner of my eye. And oh, look at what I found. Oh my goodness. Oh, I forgot about this photo. All right, friends, bear with me one second. This book is so cumbersome and so hard to get a hold of here. But I have one more shot I want to show you. Okay, bottom corner. Look at all of us in our Santa hats. Our family was so big that we literally had to rent a hall to celebrate Christmas so we could all eat together. Anywho, yeah, so tracing the family history back, my grandmother always thought that she was from, that her father was Irish and that we were from Ireland. As it turns out, he was Scottish, or sorry, English. And just thought that was an interesting tidbit. So thank you for allowing me to share that with you. Let's see, what is everyone writing here? You know what, friends? I'm on my laptop and I don't have a mouse, so I can't scroll up and down. So if I've missed anything, I'm so sorry. Miss Candy says, I was born 12 days before Christmas, the 13th growing up. We would make it an event, putting up the tree and decorating it and adding other decorations we've made. I love that, Miss Candy. You know what? Making your own homemade Christmas decorations are so much fun. Sorry, Charlotte's literally sitting here looking at me going, why are you talking to that thing? It's just lovely having these kinds of memories. It really, really is. You know, obviously I miss my mother and my grandmother. I miss my dad. Because I miss the fun that we had, but I literally can feel the love and the fun if I zone in on the details of that moment. And so I encourage you all to try to do that if you can. I just want to say, speaking of my dad, so my dad was a total entertainer, right? His job was to make everyone have a good time. He lived for that. And I remember going to my dad's house one Christmas. And we have a furniture store here. This is the craziest story, friends. We have a furniture store here in Canada called Leon's. So spelled Leons. And probably around like 2000 or something like that, 2002, they came out with this new commercial on TV where they were auditioning Santas. And so the commercial was all the people coming in and auditioning for Santa. And one of the things that they had to do, obviously, was do the ho, ho, ho thing. My dad, somehow or another, found himself a pair of pajamas that looked sort of like Ebenezer Scrooge pajamas, the nightshirt and the hat. And there we are after Christmas dinner, you know, talking whatever we were doing. And my dad came out of the bedroom dressed in his nightshirt and his hat. And we were like, oh gosh, here we go. And he started enacting the auditions. Sorry, friends, that's my it's my doorbell going off. Sometimes the wind will set it off. Anyway, my father was enacting all of the auditions that we had just seen on the TV advertisement, and I'm sure that story does not translate. But I'm telling you, on the inside, I am giggling so deeply because I remember it like it was yesterday. I remember the commercial, and for years after that moment, when we would see our dad, he would break into that. There was one specific audition that he loved, and we would literally, it just made us laugh. Anyway, I digress. Warrior Girl says, I remember the cops pulling my parents over and follow us to make sure we made home safe because they were drunk. Laugh out loud. Wow. Yeah. You know, I have other memories of Christmas, and I don't share these memories with you all lightly. I just want everyone to understand that I choose in this moment to be happy now that I understand that is a choice that I am in control of making. And you all know how much in the past I have said that I get triggered by when people, or I used to get triggered by when people would say that it was a choice to be happy. It really is ultimately our choice. But when you don't realize that you have the control over that choice, it feels very much like you're being put down in some form or another. Hi, Libra lady. So good to see you, my friend. How are you? Oh, I'm so glad that you're here. It's good to see you, my friend. One Christmas, we went to visit my grandmother. This is my dad's mom. And my dad was the oldest of all of his brothers and sisters, and there were several brothers and sisters still at home. And let's just say that they weren't exactly the most stable people. And anyway, we went there, and a fight broke out. Oh, sorry, Tammy. Hope that your husband feels better soon, my love. Thank you for popping in and saying hi. Appreciate you. Many blessings. And so when I say a fight broke out, I mean like an actual fight. I mean fists flying and bloodshed, and guns were brought out. My sister and I were taken to the basement, which was a dirt floor, like a crawl space, so only like 3 or 4 feet high. My grandmother lived in an old converted schoolhouse, so it wasn't like a regular home. It didn't really have a basement as we know them to be. It was just like a cold cellar. And we were standing down there, or put down there with our cousin, one of our cousins, to keep us out of harm's way. Well, we listened to all of this ruckus going on above our heads. And when gunshots started to go off, let's just say that was the end of Christmas. And so in that moment, my parents decided that was it. We were leaving. And so it was Christmas Eve. And we were there for a couple of days. And of course, no stores are open, and we had no food at home because we were not planning on being there. And one of my uncles got upset at my dad for wanting to leave because he made his mother upset when he yelled at her and said, like, this is crazy, that you've exposed our children to this craziness. And my uncle, at the time he was, I don't know, maybe like 15 or 16 years old, took a sledgehammer to the car and smashed all the windows and the headlights and stuff. And there we were driving down the highway in the freezing cold with cracks in the windshield and cracks, no lights. And so I've had some terrible Christmases also. That memory literally makes me want to cry. But I choose to think of it this way. I have had the extraordinary privilege in my short life to have horrible Christmas and so many wonderful, amazing, fantastic Christmases. And so I choose to focus on the amazing, fantastic Christmases. But I want everyone to know the reason I share that story is not because I want you to feel bad for me, but because I understand if you are in a place or in a position that you're not a particular fan of Christmas, because I know I'm not the only one that has those or has had that kind of an experience. And so that's why it's important to share. That's why it's important to understand that. That's why it's important to me that no one feels that they don't have a place to go. And I realize I'm not entertainer of the year, but if you all are out and about or looking for some place to go, or you just need a friendly sort of ear, I will be on, as I mentioned, on the 24th, the 25th, and the 26th of December. And so I hope that you will pop in if you feel, that you need to pick me up or just to feel some love. So, yeah, absolutely, Allie. Absolutely. So I have these beautiful cards that I got. Allie actually let me know about these ones. Look at this. Yes, and the 27th Circle of Friends too. And we have a great plan for the Circle of Friends on the 27th. It was Allie's idea. These are the Hello Winter Oracle cards. Now, how interesting is this? So I started to shuffle, as you heard. I've never shuffled these cards. I literally just took these out of the plastic. Good night, Miss Candy. Many blessings to you, love. Hope you have a good day at work tomorrow. Thank you for being here. Look at this lovely hat. It says different hats. You play several roles. And I think that sort of ties into what we're talking about, right? We all play several roles. Whether you're the mom, whether you're the dad, whether you are the big sister or the big brother or the baby sister or the baby brother, whether you have a massive family or a small family, someone is always trying to do for others. Do you know what I mean? Like you sort of put on your hat and you play your role. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not sure what the heck I'm trying to say. I mean, I know what I'm trying to say, but the words aren't coming out. But anyway, moving on. Hopefully you guys got what I meant. All right. I guess what I'm trying to say is this. We all play different roles, and it's important to sort of be able to roll with the punches. You know what I mean? It's important to be able to take the bad, process it, learn what we need to learn, and be able to sort of move past it. Oh, Bora Bora, you listen. I love you, and I can't wait to spend the holidays with you. It would be my absolute honor. We had so much fun last year on those days, and I send emails out to all the other readers if they're able to join us. For example, EQ came last year on Christmas Day. I mean, we ended up with about 7 or 8 readers on the screen, but EQ started it off. We read on the elves, we read on Santa Claus, we read on Rudolph, on Frosty the Snowman. The night before that, on Christmas Eve, we had Ron Unconditional Love, and Jay was here, and I mean, there were Kathleen J. Lightworker and Sophie Bright Opal Thoreau, and I mean, there were so many people that joined me that night, and we were reading on the tree from Rockefeller Square, and like we just had the best time. So do join us if you're looking for something to do. Hi, Geek. Good to see you. Hi, Rose. Sorry, friends. I'm sitting on the floor, and I can't find my, I did bring a mouse out for my laptop, but it's not working the chat the way that it should. So if you said something and I missed it, I apologize. Oh, spam and egg sandwiches tonight. Oh my God, spam. I love it. I love it. So I pulled this card here. I have Lucky Star. It's time to take a chance. Time to take a chance. Time to take a chance. You know, it's like, you know, the segment that I'm doing one step at a time. You know, you gotta dip your toe in the water. You gotta take a chance. I mean, imagine if you didn't. Imagine what you could lose or be left out of. I mean, if joy or having a good time or having fun or just feeling that sense of togetherness is what's on the other side, I'm going to push through. You know, I want to push through because I want the opportunity to do that. And speaking of that, friends, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm going to my sister's house for Christmas. The date is set. It's going to make me cry. First time in 3 years that we will be seeing each other. I haven't physically seen my sister since July of 2021. It's the last time I seen my nieces and my sister. I can't tell you how excited I am. I am scared to death to get in that car and drive for 2.5 hours. It will be so much for me to put myself through. But I will do anything and everything in my power to push myself through that fear or that uncomfortableness to get to the other side, to be able to spend some time with my family because they're my everything. And that's kind of what this card reminds me of, right? It's time to take a chance, you know, the North Star, make a wish, all that kind of stuff. That's what this card reminds me of. Hi, Austin. What are you doing, bud? Oh, you guys, I have some entertainment for you. Okay, this is a terrible thing to do to the kitty cats. But, you know, sometimes pet owners do things like this. So I'm going to get up for just a minute. Thank you. Thank you, Warrior Girl. Thank you, Allie. I appreciate it. And thank you, Teresa. Yeah. I'm going to get this little treat or this little sort of toy thing that we have. And I'm going to put it on the floor and I'm going to press the button and watch to see the kitty cat's reaction to it because it's hilarious. Okay. And hopefully YouTube doesn't give me any kind of problems because then there's like a musical thing here. So for entertainment purposes only, here we go, friends. If I can get off the floor, of course. Thank you, Vivian. Appreciate you. Oh, really? That was your dad's name? That's a cool, geek. Hold on one sec, love. Oh, okay. Okay, you guys can see this? I'm trying to back it up so that you get full view here. Okay. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. What happened? I know, it's the craziest thing, isn't it? So friends, first of all, that thing is too cute. She's still checking it out. So we have that sitting on this little side table over here that sits on like a bottom shelf. And all of a sudden, the other day, the thing is out in the middle of the kitchen because Austin got ticked off. He didn't like it because we kept playing it over and over and over again. And it was like it moves, right? It kind of like chased him around and he was really upset. And so he came by the other day, literally picked it up and pulled it right out of the table and set it right in front of the front door, like kicked that thing to the curb. Oh, that's too funny. Oh, hi, Karen. Oh, sorry. Hi, Karen. I almost swallowed my gum. Hi, MK Karen. What are you doing, Quince? Look at how big Quincy is. Look at how big he is. What are you doing, bud? We've had that thing for years. And of course, you know, I couldn't live without it. Because I'm all about it. Oh, thank you so much. I love you too, Karen. I appreciate all of you being here. Thank you so much. This is always good fun. This is their other fun toy that they love. Austin? Now, I don't know about you guys that have cats that are in the chat, but my cat, Austin, is very intelligent in terms of like he can play fetch and like he'll go get the ball, he'll bring it back. You say, go get your mouse. He goes and gets his toy mouse and brings it to you. The other two, yeah, not so much. Hi, Ron. Hi, Joan. What are you doing, bud? You want to play with the ball? Come here. Show everybody the ball. Here, look. Here. Austin, come. Come on. Austin. Come on, don't be shy. He's like, you're going to turn that thing on again if I come out. Oh, here's your toy here, buddy. There you go. Here. They're so well behaved when you guys are watching. You should see what they do when you're not watching. Like I said, the other day, I was live on the air and I heard a crash. This is what I heard. Like that. But I'm like 50 feet away and I heard it while I was live and I was like, oh, the Christmas tree is gone. So literally while I was live, I left my gas sitting there and I was like, I'll be right back. And Quincy picked up this jingle bell off of the table. It's in a little display thing and carried it over to the stairs and dropped it. And that's what I heard. Actually, I think it was this bell. Anyway. I mean, look. You want that one instead? They think I've lost my mind. I've turned into that cat lady. This is my little display, friends. Oh, I can't reach it. I just have this sitting on the coffee table. These are candles that I got from our craft store here in Canada called Michael's, sometimes referred to as the Crap, C-R-A-P, not C-R-A-F-T, store. And this is called Christmas Cottage. It's got these lovely twigs of like cranberry and cinnamon inside them, or they're just beautiful. And the scent is called Christmas Cottage. How are you doing, MK Karen? Bet you're excited to spend Christmas with your grandbaby. Your first Christmas with your grandbaby. What else can we do? Oh, I know. I want to show you guys. So this is another deck of the cards that that Allie sent me today, called In My Feelings. What a pretty image that is. That like it's just it reminds me of like that blue sort of velvet. It's just a glorious color of blue. I really, really like it. Now, I haven't shuffled these cards, but let's see. Oh, really? That's cute, Vivian. I like that. These guys here will steal the straws out of your pop. 100%. Steal the straws out of your pop. Quincy will eat anything that resembles anything that crunches or crinkles or anything like that. When we first got him, all of the wives out there will know what I'm talking about. When the husband comes home and empties his pocket and puts all of the stuff, all the receipts and the change and the whatever have yous, on the coffee table or on the dresser. So my husband, of course, is one of those people, and he does that. And I was sitting out in the living room, and Quincy came out with a $10 bill in his mouth that he was chewing on. Thank God he brought it to the living room, because I would have been some upset if I had found that thing in pieces. But anyhow, yeah. So you got to keep doors closed, only garbage cans with lids on them, because he will knock it over to get to the plastic. And he loves straws. He hides them under the living room carpet. Like, it's not a carpet. It's like an, what do you call it? Like an area rug. Yeah. He also ate all my affirmations. I had like the sticky note affirmations. You guys have all heard that story. That sits on the wall beside me in my office. And I had about 7 or 8 sticky notes on the board with these, just positive affirmations. And he ate them all. So the cat's super positive, which is great for the cat. Oh. So this just made me laugh. I pulled this card. It's appreciation, and it says, I hate nothing about you, right? Like, I appreciate that the cat is mischievous. He's like a little hunter, as much as it ticked me off, right? It is what it is. And the next card that I got was anxiety. I'm like, yeah, you cause me all kinds of anxiety, because I never know. Like, I'm worried he's going to get into something, right? When we brought the boxes up for the Christmas stuff, we have them in plastic totes, but there's some things within the plastic tote that are in boxes, and it, of course, would have tape on it, like old tape. There he was trying to eat the tape off of it. Bubble wrap he tries to eat. So, yeah, there's that. Your brother's a nut job, isn't he? Oh, see that? Right on cue. I said nut job, and Quincy showed up. Okay, don't fight, you guys. You have to behave, because people are listening and watching. MK Karen says, I can't wait for Christmas Dozen Cats Wellness. We just went through a period that James was in the hospital. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope that everyone's okay. Sending you so many blessings. You know what, Rose? I know that the plastic is bad. So please, no judgments. I can't stand I don't like the stainless steel straw. And because I'm a bit of a germaphobe, that's why I use the straw, right? But I mean, it's a great suggestion. Bora Bora saying hi to you, Quince. I got the anxiety card again. That's just too funny. Earlier tonight, they were running back and forth and up over the cat tree, and it was like a relay race was going on in here. Yeah, no, I totally get you. It's my fault because, we got them, and then the pandemic started, and it's like no rules have ever been installed. I mean, Austin doesn't behave that way, but these two are just, it's like, did you guys ever see the show Call the Nanny? The English Nanny? And she would go in and like the whole house was in a total uproar. That's like what my house is like with these 2 cats. I've never had cats like this. They never had cats sort of be so undisciplined. These guys are like nuts as fruitcakes. But I think it's because the pandemic hit, and it was just one of those things, right? So glad to hear that he's okay, MK Karen. Look we've got eggs, a fresh start. So this is a fresh start for him. Hopefully he's going to come out after being looked after and getting the care that he needed, to be in the right hands. Right. They are about 2.5. Yeah, about 2.5. About 2.5. Actually, no. No, they're almost 3 now. They'll be 3 in... Well, we're not sure when their birthday is. So they would be like 3 in February-ish. Late January, early February. All right. What else can we do? Guys, have anything you want to talk about, or do you just tuned in to listen to my craziness? I'm trying to get plastic off of something here. I'm breaking into the to the Cosmic Cat Wisdom cards that Allie sent me. What are you doing, Quince? Come here, come. It's a good boy. Yes, it's a good boy. Yes, you know who you are now, don't you? Yes, it's a good boy. Come here. Come here. Oh my goodness gracious. Let me say hi to all the peoples who want to see you because you're so squishy. You're so sweet. Mwah. Yes. Show everyone your white spot. No, it's funny. He doesn't mind being held this way, but not the other way, which is very odd to me. He doesn't like to be touched, but he likes to cuddle with you on his terms in his way, right? Mwah. I love you, buddy. Yes, I do. I love you. You're a squishy monkey, aren't you? Hey? Whereas Charlotte, she is a cat. Charlotte is the true definition of a cat. She will literally walk out into the kitchen at 6 or 6:15. And if you are not out there when she decides that she is hungry, she literally will stand in the middle of the kitchen and just meow, 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 like holler until you come to feed her. Which I just think is funny. Longer if it comes up, that's my big question. They need me there longer. I'm spending winter with my parents. They're in their 80s, so I cross the bridge of living with them longer. If it comes up, that's my big question, if they need there longer. I think it's the same as dogs, if I'm not mistaken. I think that it's like 7 years to every cat year. But these guys, like Quincy and Charlotte, they're like toddlers to me. Like that's sort of their mentality and their age level. They react in the same way that a toddler does. Like when they get overtired, they get kind of cranky. As long as you provide for them and do everything that they need, they're good as gold. I think some of that is learned behavior from Austin. Oh, lovely, Allie. Good stuff. That's awesome. Yeah, so I think it's a learned behavior, but they learn from Austin, and Austin sort of sets the tone for the house, right? In terms of like what to do and what not to do. All right, so let's check these cards out. They're kind of sticky. Are you going, Allie? Thank you for being here, honey. Appreciate you, my friend. I'll see you on Tuesday. So yeah, everybody, Tuesdays, if you don't already know, at 4 p.m. Eastern is when Allie and I are on our collaborative channel, which is Circle of Friends Tarot. And we would love it if you could all like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Come and hang out with us. Oh, look at this card. We've got this lovely card of fullness, giving thanks. Giving thanks. Something that we don't do all the time. Something that I'm sure all of us hope and wish that more people would do, especially at this time of the year. Bora Bora, you're so cute saying hi to them. I love it. Ron's coming to visit in the new year. I'm already booking guests for the new year, friends, for lots of different segments. Ron is going to be my very first guest for the very first Thanks Spirit It's Friday back in the new year. So I'm very excited. I look forward to that. And no, absolutely. We don't just give thanks on the holidays. And I mean, I know there's so many things going on right now, friends. We could go on all night long. There are so many things going on right now that it's a lot. It is a lot. You know, that's what I say. Grab yourself a cup of hot cocoa if you can. Take yourself outside, look up at the twinkling lights, maybe, you know, walk around the neighborhood or take a drive around the neighborhood if you can. Look at the Christmas lights and just sort of allow yourself to be carried away by the spirit of what Christmas is, right? The magic of the season in terms of the loving and the giving and, you know, those sort of beautiful memories. Oh, you're so sweet, Ron. I think that's you know, sort of what I'm trying to convey. I started doing the Advent calendar and the daily reads. And so each day I pull a little trinket out of the Advent calendar and I try to incorporate that into the reading in some form or fashion if I can. And the reason that I do that is because I recognize that the holidays aren't easy for everyone and not everyone has, you know, the cozy house with all the twinkly lights and, you know, like living in a Hallmark movie. I understand that that's not everyone's experience. And I also understand not everyone celebrates Christmas. I understand there's many people that are alone. And so it's my way of trying to inspire us and motivate us and to make us feel like we are loved and embraced, and that if we can embrace the meaning of the season in terms of the believing and the love and the togetherness and the compassion and caring that you sort of give to another person, that's the thing that I'm trying to express to everyone. That's the thing that I'm trying to put out into the universe, because that to me is what Christmas is. That is the magic of the season. And so that's just my little way of trying to put that back out in the universe. And I had the loveliest comment today that said something along the lines of, you know, the mood that I'm trying to create with the Advent calendar is sort of working, and they appreciate it. And that just made me feel good that the message was being received in the way that it was intended, which is lovely. Right? Yeah, it is, Lisa. And you know, I've said this before many times. You know, when I first came to this community, I was broken. I was broken, many pieces, broken. And, you know, the chats in the different rooms, they embraced me, they supported me, they lifted me up, they showed me love and compassion and kindness. And it's hard to really describe and to put into words what I felt and what it did for me. But it was almost like addictive in a way, almost like a drug would be. In terms of when you would leave the live, how much you missed the interaction with those people, that you couldn't wait to get back into a room and feel that connection again. And for someone like myself who isolates and who doesn't go out in public and doesn't leave their house, the interaction was so important to me. And so, yes, the connection from this community is amazing. Oh, yay, Ron! Wonderful news. Congratulations. Well deserved, my friend. Good job. Oh, did you like that, Lise? Thank you. You're so kind. Yeah. Me too, Rose. Me too, really. Me too. Yeah, I mean, they literally saved my life, so. Joan says, YouTube is 90% of my socializing. Karen says, Kelly, you were so easy. Aw. Aw, thank you. Well, I mean, listen, it's a beautiful reason to be away by looking after your family, Karen. And what's lovely is that when you have the ability to pop in, that everyone is so happy to see you, and you just sort of light up the room. And so I appreciate you taking the little bit of spare time that you have and popping in here. It is, it warms my heart. So thank you, my friend. You're so kind to me, and I love you. Everyone's saying congratulations to Ron, and like I said, well deserved, my friend. Well deserved. I'm so happy for you. Oh, and you're and Ron is saying it's all because of the subscribers. I mean, listen, you know, I don't want to go off on a tangent here, but I do want to say this. Running a channel is not easy. It doesn't come with a manual. There are no instruction booklets that are handed out. You basically start on a wing and a hope and a prayer. And if you're an old fart like myself, you know, not necessarily do you know everything you need to know about computers. And so you have no idea what you're doing, but you hope that you're going to make it and you know, do a good enough job that you're not going to crash. And then you get into it, right? You get into being able to shuffle cards and answer questions and talk to the people in the chat and entertain your guests and starring comments and making thumbnails and, you know, having a presence on social media. It is a lot. It is a lot of work. And I mean, I'm not trying to speak for other people's, but I do want to say that I know most of the readers that I know do this because they love it, because they love you, because they love to put the message out there. They don't do it because of any other reason, because it's an awful lot of work, right? And so I just wanted to say on that point that I was making to Ron, well deserved. Ron has been doing this a lot longer than most of us have, and you know, he shows up every week and he reads for hours, and that's hard to do. It takes a lot of energy out of him, and he's consistent and he's consecutive. And then of course, the other job that he does is moderate for so many channels. So I say again, congratulations, well deserved, Ron. Video editing, it's so much work. I was making, okay, so for example, my channelversary video, like, not to turn this around about me, but it's an example that just popped into my head. That channelversary video that I did for celebrating my 1-year anniversary, that probably took me 2 months to make that 15-minute video. I had to watch, because of what I chose to do, I had to watch back so many old videos and, like, you know, take snippets, and then you put it all together, and then you're piecing the music together and, you know, changing colors and fonts and designs. Hi, honey. So I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of work that can be involved. Of course, you don't have to do it like that. You don't have to do it like that. But if you do it like that, then it's important, right? All right. What else is going on here? No, Daddy's home. Everybody go see Daddy. Where's Daddy? Yeah, where's Daddy? Did Daddy come home? Yeah, hi, bud. You want to come sit in my lap? Come. No. He's like, no, I don't want to sit in your lap, lady. I want nothing to do with you. I don't know. Good stuff, Ron. What are you setting up like a website or something like that, Ron? Yeah. I mean, I love what I do, so don't misunderstand. I am not in any way complaining. I live for it. I love it. It has given me so much joy and a sense of purpose. So I'm just stating it can be a lot, right? It can be a lot. I'm gonna have a smoke, you guys. 1 hour and 11 minutes. Thank you, Mommy. Love you. Merry Christmas. So, I just really wanted to pop on and say hi to everyone and see what everyone was doing, show you the lovely living room and all the twinkly lights and all that kind of good stuff. And say thank you to my friend Allie for sending me the Christmas presents. Let you guys know that I will be here during Christmas, so the 24th, the 25th, and the 26th. So watch for that. Make sure you've got the bell notification pressed. Sunday at 3 p.m. Ivana Intuitive joins me. We're just going to be doing some regular old readings. When I say regular old, you know what I mean. And next Wednesday, for Achieving Wellness, we are talking about joy. And I have a few surprises up my sleeve for that. So I hope that you can tune in for that or watch it on replay. And I have some other cool things in the works that I don't want to sort of say right now, but I have some really awesome guests booked for January and later on in December. So stay tuned, friends. And thank you to each and every one of you for all of your support, for the donations, for the private readings that are booked, for showing up in chat, for hitting the thumbs up, for being the people that say good morning to me every day on my daily videos, for sharing, for liking it on Instagram. I love you, and I thank you kindly from the bottom of my heart. Honestly, the best year that I have had in the last 10 years is because of this and what all of you do. So when Ron says it's because of you guys, I know exactly what Ron's talking about. Because it is a beautiful thing what we've created here. And so I thank you from the bottom of my heart for that. Oh, I see what you're saying, Ron. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you, MK Karen. Hi, Spirit Watcher Suzanne. So good to see you. How are you, my friend? Yeah, I just, I just love the opportunity that you guys give me. I mean, just as MK Karen said, thank you for inviting us into your home. Thank you for inviting me into your lives. You guys have been here and we share things and we talk, and I know that we don't all share these kinds of things in other spots, and I take that responsibility. And I appreciate the responsibility of that. And I love the fact that you feel good enough and safe enough in this space. And that together we can support and lift each other up. It means the world to me. So. That's excellent, Ron. So does anyone else have anything that they want to share or say or have a question before we call it a night? I have, as I said, I was sorry, my mind is, I'm all over the place. Well, I was going to say something now and I've forgotten. What was I going to say? Don't you hate it when that happens? When you totally had something in your mind and you're like, what? Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh, so if you guys were, anybody's interested in tarot, I did a segment today with EQ from, one half of the Soul Sisters. Also has her own channel, Wisdom of the Blue Lotus. She was on my interrogation series, so that was a lot of fun. I have Nancy Jean and Jeffrey from Right Color joining me, and I think on the 18th. Oh, really? Oh, good night, Bora Bora. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a good rest. Many blessings to you, my friend. I don't know what my name on Instagram is. Please hold while I try to find my name. It's DZN Cats Wellness Tarot, all one word. Yeah, I mean, what I just play in Canva. Like I was like, I hated Canva when I first started using it. I didn't understand it, and I made it so that I tried it every day. And oh, are you, Lise? And specifically, what about the Nancy Jean's Oracle Garden are you referring to? In terms of your curiosity, like in terms of like you want to purchase one, or just how it works in general? Oh, good for you, warrior girl. Oh, there. Got you, Karen. Yeah, sometimes those auto-generated forms on the computer, I mean, that's a lot. Signing your name on the computer is hysterical, friends. When you have to put your finger on the screen and pretend like you're writing, or write it with the mouse, forget it. Honestly. I mean, it's wonderful that they have all these things, right, to help people, especially when we couldn't go out. But I mean, yuck, I'm not into it. Yeah, it's a very, very unique system that she uses, and I don't know anyone else. I mean, I know that if you're a member of Nancy Jean's channel, that she has the membership videos, and she shows you how to use the garden. But I'm not aware of anyone else that uses that in that way like she does. And I mean, it's crazy to me. The past life one is equally amazing to me, in my opinion. All right, so my right butt cheek is asleep. Just as an FYI, I thought I'd share. Sorry, probably TMI, but there you have it, friends. Right, Rose. I'm right there with you, friend. I'm right there with you. You have to create another channel, Lise. Or you can go in and change the name of your channel that you have now. So Everyone has a channel. The minute that you set up a YouTube account, that is considered a channel. So you have the ability to post videos and do what we all do. Most of us don't do that, but everyone has the ability to do that. So you can literally go in and change your name in the same way that I changed my name. I was Dozen Cats for me, Oracle's Wellness and Tarot, and it was just too long. It was too much. So I shortened it up to Dozen Cats Wellness Tarot. And so I didn't change my channel. My channel is still the same. I just went in and changed my name. And that should be right on your front page. As soon as you go into YouTube, find the settings. And if you're unsure, you can always go into YouTube and type in the search engine, how to change my name, right? And you'll have some videos that'll come up, and you're bound to find one, because there's all kinds of those tutorial videos. You're bound to find one that is easy enough for you to follow, right? Good night, Ron. Many blessings to you, my friend. Hope you have a good weekend. I am so looking forward to this weekend. We've got all the decorations done, and I just want to hang out with my husband and sort of get some peace and quiet in before the holidays are over, and it's back to regular old stuff. It's cold here. It's like -12 or something like that. And the snow is on its way. Yay. Which is good. We'll have, hopefully, if the weather report is correct, we'll have a white Christmas, which is lovely. We all wish for that. What are you doing, honey? You're making a hot chocolate? No coffee. How come not a hot chocolate? I say you make a hot chocolate with some marshmallows. What's that? Okay, fine. I talked you into it. There's lots of water in the kettle, if that's the kind that you're doing. Sorry, friends. My husband's just come home, so most of you know that Mark volunteers. Oh, look at that. Quincy's chasing his tail in the chair. Austin heard food, so he's coming out, see what's going on. Yeah, absolutely, Lise. My husband volunteers for a local hockey club here in town for like teenage age kids, and they had a game tonight. Did you win or did you lose, by the way, honey? Barely. What's that? We lost barely. You either won or you lost. You don't lose barely or win barely. We won. We lost by 10 goals. Oh, okay. I gotcha. So, anyways, he's just come home. In case you're wondering what all the ruckus is about. See how quiet it was before he came home? Maybe that's what you should change your name to, Lise, is say my name. I love it. Like all one word. Some people are so creative with their YouTube names, or like their Instagram names or Facebook names or something like that. Don't you find? And there you are, like, Bob or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm creative after the fact, not usually in advance. Oh, Warrior Girl, so kind. You did spell it right. I know it does sound like he's doing an awful lot of something in there, does it not? I mean, if you're just making a coffee, it's just putting a pot into the machine. I'm not sure what all the ruckus is about. Oh, friends, do you know what we bought? Oh, so excited. This is what we're going to do tomorrow. And if it works out, I am going to show you all, but I gotta test it out. So, we bought ourselves a donut pan. So have you all heard of, because I'm like 3 years behind on everything. So this is probably like not even like, breaking news by any stretch. So these are like, they're called, old fashioned cake donuts, right? So this is a pan, almost like a muffin pan, but like for donuts, but they're not as big as like a regular donut would be. They're kind of smaller. And, not in dimension, but in thickness. And you put this in the oven and you bake them, and it's basically like a cake mix in the oven that comes out like a donut. So fingers crossed, friends. We bought ourselves one of those a couple of days ago. We're gonna try that out for Christmas. We're not really sugar cookie fans, so we're gonna try that out, and I'm super excited. And of course, we have to make our traditional Rice Krispie squares with chocolate icing, because why the heck not? Because they're super duper easy. A couple of years ago, I found this awesome recipe for Pillsbury, the cinnamon rolls, and the grands, they're called. They're the bigger ones, and you put them inside of a bundt pan, right? So you line the bundt pan with like some butter or some cooking spray or whatever the case may be, margarine, whatever you want to use, and you shove them into the bundt pan, and then, cook them in the bundt pan, and then you flip it upside down, and you sort of just take some icing sugar and pour it over top, and it kind of melts. Oh my God, it was so good, you guys. It was like a giant coffee cake, but it was Pillsbury croissant rolls, or not croissant rolls, cinnamon rolls. So good. So good. So good. So good. With sour cream in the donut recipe. Let's just hope that the donuts turn out, and then we'll start adding things in. And then, of course, making chocolate chip cookies, peanut butter chocolate chip cookies, my favorite. And oh, and you know what else I did? These things were really good, but they were a little bit messy. So I used the Pillsbury cinnamon rolls again. Used a muffin tin and squished out the cinnamon roll inside of the muffin form, and then took some apple filling and put it in, and then took another cinnamon roll and put it over the top, and then of course iced it. They were like little apple pies, but the cinnamon was so good. Oh my God, you guys. I'm probably making you all hungry. You're all going to want to go and have a snack now. So sorry. I apologize. Well, here in Canada, we're famous for funnel cakes, which I've never had a funnel cake in my whole entire life. So I'm not sure how or why we're famous for funnel cakes, but apparently it's a thing. The idea of fried dough grosses me out, but that's basically what it is, dusted with icing sugar. So if you've ever made, stew with dumplings or soup with dumplings, that's basically what it is. It's like taking some dumpling mix that you've mixed, throwing it over hot liquid, and then you sprinkle some icing sugar on top of it. And it's like, ew. But anyway. Oh, nice, Joan. Oh, sorry. Everyone's wanting cinnamon rolls. I love it. Are you putting marshmallows in your hot chocolate?
Yeah.
You know what I didn't hear? I didn't hear an offer. Honey, did you want one? I did not hear that. Did you guys say that? I'm just kidding. How many marshmallows are you putting in? Lots. And all the cats are on high alert because Daddy's in the kitchen and he's making all kinds of noise. That means TREATSs may be happening. So they are totally here for it.
It's already happened.
Oh, there's the hot chocolate, friends. There's the hot chocolate.
You see it?
Yep.
I can't see it.
Yep. Say hi to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Well, listen, I don't even want to say this because, I'd be like considered an anti-Canadian.
Hello, everybody.
Everyone's saying hi. But poutine is a big thing here. Yeah, that's never going to happen. What?
Poutine's a Canadian thing.
That's what I'm saying. Poutine is a Canadian thing, and it is really big here.
Thing they put on fries, too.
And I cannot. So it's like French fries. Okay, do you guys all know what poutine is?
Poutine, not poutine.
Poutine, sorry.
Yes.
Whatever.
It's revolting, put it that way.
Okay, so Joan knows what it is. Okay, so it's French fries with gravy and cheese curds. Gross. Look, everyone's like, no. Yeah. So I'm probably like the Canadian police are going to come to my house or something like that. They just, ugh, yuck. I mean, the idea of eating cheese curds coated in gravy on greasy fries is just too much for me. Anyway, moving on. It is a thing. It is a total thing here. And everybody in there, I mean, McDonald's has poutine, for gosh sakes, in Canada now. Like, everyone is getting in on it. Everyone's like, no, pass. Yeah, it's a whole situation, friends. I can't do it. I couldn't do it. I mean, it just looks nasty. Just looks nasty. Anywho, as a footnote, I was interested to find out that when it was Thanksgiving, and I was saying, it's Canadian Thanksgiving and all that kind of stuff, and people were asking if we celebrated Thanksgiving and ate all the same foods that the Americans did, and I thought that was an odd question. I don't know why I thought it was an odd question, but anyway, there you have it. And it came up in conversation that we have, mostly here in Canada, we have turnip, and you guys mostly have, I think, squash, not turnip. Oh, I love poutine. We have it in New York. Okay, see, yeah, because like it's a Canadian thing. Like I'm telling you, apparently it was invented in Montreal, I think, right, Mark? I believe it was created, invented, whatever you call it.
That's the Ron. He's a Frenchman.
He's not here. He's gone. Yeah, so there's that whole situation with the poutine. Just, I mean, the name is just wrong. Anyways, turnip. So here's the thing about the turnip deal, right? So the turnip is gross. I don't like turnip. My mother tried every which way under the sun to disguise the taste of a turnip when I was growing up, and it still always tasted like a freaking turnip. Let me just tell you that. But if I put turnip in stew or soup, I love it, which is just weird. I get that. But, I mean, hello, that's me. Yeah. Yeah, my mother's done that whole thing. I have never eaten it, Karen, because I can't get past the way that it looks. You know what I mean? Like, I just can't. I can't get past the way that it looks. So, yeah, Suzanne, my mom used to do that too. She'd add carrots to the turnip and, try to mash it up and add brown sugar and butter and try to convince us that it was something that it wasn't. And it was like, whatever. Yeah, we have those, Libra Lady. Absolutely. Yeah, pepper and butter definitely on the turnip situation. Rose, you said something, honey, and I don't know. The mouse isn't working, and I can't figure out how to get my chat. Well, that would be great. I don't know. I can't seem to get my go up in my chat.
The IT department's back.
Yes, thank God the IT department has arrived. Turnip greens with diced turnip in it, yum, with ham in it. I've never had turnip greens before. Ham is my absolute favorite. I love ham. I will have you know that one year my mom went to Florida for Christmas, and my sister was already married and I was divorced. And I got invited to my aunt's house for dinner, and she specifically made me a ham. Like I was going to eat a whole ham by myself, but she made me a ham because she knows it was my favorite. But ham is my fave. I'm all about it.
Where's that mouse? Like the one on your desk.
I don't know. Isn't that sweet, John? I like cottage roll. I don't know if you guys know what cottage roll is. It's like a pickled version of a ham, I guess you could call it. So it's more of like a salty kind of taste. Oh, I love it. Yep, we have honey hams here. Absolutely. I prefer the honey ham as opposed to like a smoked ham. But I'm really not that picky. I'll just, as long as it's ham, I really don't care. I make this lovely sauce to put over the ham, you guys. Let me see now if I can. Yay, I can work the chat now. Hooray. Thank you, honey. So I make this lovely sauce. I use it for pork chops or for ham. And you can, so you take any kind of like sliced fruit, like, peaches or whatever that come in the jars or the cans. So you take the juice from that. I usually use the one with the peaches in it. And brown sugar, butter, a little bit of honey, and just a titch of barbecue sauce. And when I say titch, I mean like the tip of a teaspoon. Stir it around and sort of, pour that down over the meat. So good. That's what I put on the ham. Oh, do they? Yeah, because they are kind of hard, right? Yeah, rutabagas are very bitter. Very bitter indeed. Oh my God, we're all going to break into the kitchen and get a snack. That's what we're going to do. I don't know about you all, but I'm starving. You guys should have seen what I made for dinner. So, okay. I love food, but I'm very plain Jane, simple kind of gal, right? I don't need any kind of fancy stuff. I know how to cook fancy stuff, but I don't need it. And there are certain things that I eat that Mark would be like, there is no way I am putting that anywhere near my body. So when he's gone to his hockey games, it's my opportunity to live on the edge and eat these crazy things that I eat, which it's not crazy at all. It's just not that appetizing. So it is a can of whole tomatoes. Throw it in a pot. Well, first of all, you put a little bit of butter in the bottom of the pot. Then you take the can of tomatoes, throw it into the pot. Mash up the tomatoes. Add some salt and some pepper and some garlic powder to it. Then you add some vegetables. So carrots, green beans, broccoli, cauliflower, whatever you feel like you want to put in there, you put it in there. And every time I do it, it's different. You let that boil a little bit. And when the vegetables are tender to your desired taste, you take out the minute rice and you sort of cover the top of the pot with the minute rice. Stir it up so it's all sort of combined. Put the lid on it, take it off the heat. Whammo, bammo, there's your dinner. My friends, I was in the cupboard trying to find the lid for the little sauce pot that I was going to use, but I couldn't find the lid, so I had to use the big pot that I would cook like pasta in. The big pot. It's like, I don't know, like 5 quarts or whatever the heck it is. It's like the huge pot, right? Anyways, I took that, I put it, I have enough to feed all of you. That's how much I made, without realizing that I made that much. It's like, you should see. There's did you see the container in the fridge?
I thought maybe you were trying to feed the neighborhood or something.
Well, I filled the container. Okay, I had so much. I ate a plate full. Like I'm talking like a pasta plate full, right? There was so much left over that I filled a big, huge, round Tupperware container, and there was still leftovers in the pot, and I couldn't fit it into the container. That's how much I made. Like, I don't know who I thought I was feeding, but anyways. The good thing is, it's like when you eat Chinese food, you know, and like it's all good for you. There's no calories in it. And like an hour and a half later, you're hungry. So then I made the popcorn that I told you about. Lisa's like, what's your address? It's so good. So this time I put a chicken bouillon cube in with the tomatoes just to give it a little extra flavor. It's just, to me, it's like comfort food. I love it. If I served that to Mark, he'd probably tell me he was going out somewhere for dinner. Right? Yeah. It's not something that he thinks is appetizing. We'll say that. I like it. It's my version. Okay, you know how you guys have all seen or probably had like the flavored rices that they have, right? The different flavors. You know, I think like Uncle Ben's makes them, and other places make them and sell them in little packages, like Lipton's or whatever. It's no different than that, but it's like my homemade version, right? Anyway, do you see how excited I got about it, though? I really do enjoy it. And I haven't made that in a long time, have I?
No.
Like, it has to be months. Like, I don't even remember the last time I made it. Usually, when Mark goes to hockey, one of my favorite things to make for myself is what I call pasta primavera, which is not at all what pasta primavera is, just as an FYI. It's just vegetables with some pasta in tomatoes. And I love it. And he doesn't really care for that. So, oh, it totally would be. It totally would be, Rose. You know what, Teresa, the thing is I don't know if it was a combination of that it tasted so good, or that I was hungry, or that I hadn't had it in such a long time. And because I love it so much, the problem is to turn that into a soup, you'd have to cook the rice separate and then add it, because the rice soaks up all the liquid. So it's very like casserole-y. It's thick, and it's not something that everyone enjoys. Austin, come. Bye, Karen. Thank you so much for popping in. Sending you lots of love, my friend. Austin, come. Come, bud. Come see mommy. Come on. Come. He's like, no way, lady. I'm not coming anywhere near you. I see you when you're talking to that machine. Come here. Austin, come. I was telling everybody what an intelligent boy you are, and now you're just like, nope, sorry, not doing it. You can't make me. It's against my will. I've never tried to freeze it before, Rose. Never tried to freeze it before. All right, friends, I think I'm going to leave. Oh, hi, Gypsy JJ. Oh, thank you. That's such a sweet thing to say. Is that Aldi's garlic brown rice, and I don't even know what that is, in a pouch, and add veggies, fast and easy during the work week. Yeah. Small bag experiment. Yeah, I probably should try some, right? I've never froze it before, so. Because usually I eat so much of it, like a pig almost, that there's not any left over to freeze, if I was being totally honest. Oh, quinoa. Okay. Thank you, Rose. Help me out with the hard words. I appreciate that. All right, friends, we're going to call it a night. Thank you so much for popping in. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for showing each other love, and just sort of sharing in the spirit of the night with each other and me. I will be back on Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern with Ivana Intuitive for some readings. And don't forget to watch the daily video, because hint, hint, you heard it here first, folks. There could be a free reading coming up this week in one of the Advent calendar boxes. So be on the lookout for that. And of course, make sure you have the bell notification on so you know whenever I upload a new video. It is not too late if you want to book a private reading before Christmas. If you want to purchase a gift certificate for someone for a private reading, just email me and we can discuss how you go about doing that. And remember that the cost of a private reading is a donation. So I want everyone to have a wonderful weekend. I wish you many blessings. Thank you so much for being here. And I wish you nothing but sweet dreams and blessings. Mwah! Bye, everybody. Mark says bye. The kitty cats say bye. Bye, everyone.